himself. Explosion now presents Bound for Glory Series matches, and here comes our first one.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Kingsland, England, Magnus.
And the Magnati about to make his way to the ring. Our very first Bound for Glory Series matchup here on Explosion. I gotta tell you, I commend Hulk Hogan, the decision makers. You're gonna take credit for it. Not the case. I don't believe that for a second. Here on Explosion, we have Bound for Glory Series matches from here on out.
Courtesy of Pat Kenny, because I got stroke, JP. Strizzo.
I'll tell you what, Magnus in the ring, he is set for competition. He's gonna try and get those points.
And his opponent, from Harlem, New York, he is the Pope, D'Angelo De Niro.
Great reception for the Pope, D'Angelo De Niro, looking to advance as well in the Bound for Glory Series. Pat, this is all about a shot at the biggest pay-per-view event of the year. The biggest spotlight you can get, and as the money drops, the Pope D'Angelo De Niro makes his way to the ring. He knows that the pot of gold at that end of that rainbow is a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship at Bound for Glory. You gotta win the points to get it.
Are they 20s or 100s?
I'm sure they're Ben Frank.
Hold on,
Stay right where you're at, please.
Hold on. I'll tell you, we haven't seen the Pope in a while, JB, but he looks good. I saw something I still can't believe at the gym. I saw Pope bench pressing 450 pounds, and that's no, you know me, JB, I never tell a lie.
What's more impressive, that or the fact you were actually stepped foot in the gym? Pete's sake. Unbelievable. Pope, don't deny the fact his strength is fantastic, but how about his charisma? How about his bling? How about his all-around attitude? I love the Pope D'Angelo De Niro.
I'll tell you what, I like this Magnus. He oozes charisma. He's confident. He's smug. I like that. You know me, JB, I love smug. Smug and confident, two of my favorite things in the world.
The Cowboy James Storm is standing on top of the mountain in the points division. He is the leader thus far in the Bound for Glory Series. Of course, this is going to take us all the way to Bound for Glory. And tell you what, 7 points to the winner of this match. We've certainly seen our share of unique endings to matchups with some point differences. This last weekend, we saw a time limit draw, 2 points to each competitor. But of course, the one thing you want to stay away from, don't get yourself disqualified, or it is minus 10 points.
Is it possible to come back from minus 10 points?
Obviously, you're going to have to really kick into the high gear. I mean, obviously, right now, James Storm, thankfully, he won that Battle Royal, was able to get 20 points off the get-go, and he has had a commanding lead since. It's going to be hard to catch.
What a gift that was. I mean, come on. You know it as well as I do. Preferential treatment around here.
I don't know. He earned that. No question about it. Look at that. Kick from Pope.
Certainly earned it. But, I mean, come on. He was given a golden opportunity to get 20 points. Going for submission right there. 10 points, JB.
Wow, the Pope. That could be a big win. Look at that. 10 points if there's a tap right now.
And that's a choke. That's a choke. It's under his chin. That's a choke. Referee Earl Hebner possibly out of position.
Earl almost got knocked over there. Look out.
See, this is why I love the Bound for Glory Series, because guys who aren't submission wrestlers suddenly have to become experienced in submission wrestling so they can get more points and win.
Or I'll also make the example of Samoa Joe this last weekend. A submission wrestler went right for the submission moves and was able to get 10 points over Robbie E. So obviously a lot at stake. This matchup will continue when we return. Bound for Glory Series matchup, Magnus versus the Pope. We are back. This is Explosion. The Pope D'Angelo De Niro taking on Magnus. It's a Bound for Glory Series matchup, and it's been back and forth since the get-go. Now the object of this, win the match, get the points, and advance your cause in the Bound for Glory Series. So far, it has been back and forth. The man to beat right now on top of the points standings is the Cowboy James Storm.
Well, you haven't banged that home enough. Your buddy James Storm on top of the heap. I mean, you love it. Yeah, I'll tell you what, if I'm in this match, you know what I'm doing? I'm rolling out and getting that money.
Obviously, a situation now at hand where the Pope faces a very tough man in Magnus. And look at these two. Right. Oh,
look at the strength of Magnus. Did you see that? That was one arm, JB.
Oh, and it's able to power him over with a suplex. That's the strength.
Get a cover on that. Could have a win. close. See how he leans on him there, JB? See how he sticks that forearm right in his, sticks it in his face like that?
You don't have
like
to show
that?
me. I understand. I can see it.
Well, you know, it's good to, feel what's going on in the ring. You know, you ever wrestle? Good wrestling match, JB?
Magnus, of course, from England, home of the London Games coming up, and he told me before this matchup, he said, just like England in the games coming up, he is going to win the gold medal of TNA, and that is, of course, the Bound for Glory series.
It's the biggest prize in all of TNA, of course, is the heavyweight championship. And if you win the Bound for Glory series, you will get that shot, that golden opportunity. And all you got to do, JB, is get the most points. So, see, now if I'm Magnus right now, I'm trying to get a submission. I'm trying to get 10 points, get out of the ring, pick up the money, and get to the back and rest.
And certainly work over that back as he was just thrown into the corner so hard by Magnus. And you saw the collision with the corner there. Pope went straight down. Now it's up to Magnus to capitalize on that in any way he can. And obviously, we've seen the power, we've seen the strength. Now it comes down to conditioning. Now it comes down to brains, and who can capitalize on this whole situation to victory.
Well, if it's coming down to conditioning and brains, it's obvious Magnus is going to win this match. I mean, he's got both leaps and bounds over the Pope. Pope's got a little heart, he's got a little soul. People like him. I don't know why, but I like this Magnus. He's just smug. Look at it. Did you see the girls winking at him? Did you see that? Did you catch it?
I was watching the match, thanks. And Pope now feeling the rally of the fans right behind him. And, of course, this is what he needs. He needs some momentum. He needs to turn this thing around.
I'll tell you, JB, I am so proud that I brought the Bound for Glory series to Explosion. I mean, I was right. I knew it would be giant ratings.
We're going to look into that. Obviously, Hulk Hogan makes some decisions around here. Now you, Pat Kenny. Here goes into the ropes now, both men. And look at that. Oh, double clothesline, both men down.
Got to get to their feet. Got to get up within the 10 count. Now, if they're both counted down, JB, what happens?
Well, obviously, we've seen from count outs before what happens. Both men get 2 points, and obviously, in the event of a count out, I would assume the same thing happens. But right now, it's about getting the 7 points. That's the victory. The submission win gets you 10 points.
Big right hand and right elbows right now. Pope firing some elbows rapid fire off of Magnus.
Pope feeling that momentum. The crowd right behind him picks up Magnus, drops him right between the legs. And there we go. Here comes big shoulder block that takes down Magnus.
I'll tell you, the crowd here is electric. They're into the Bound for Glory series, and it's making the Pope a little bit extra harder to deal with as Magnus is finding out.
And here comes another big right from the Pope. D'Angelo De Niro now sizing up Magnus. We've seen this before into the ropes, and here he comes. Right across the back of the head. That's got to hurt the neck, the upper back.
That's going to stun you. It's going to ring your bell. Magnus right now doesn't know where he's at. He looks discombobulated. Pope taking advantage. Could have a finish right here. Could have a finish.
From the top rope, the Pope. It's underneath, and there goes. Wait a minute now. He's able to. Looks like he grabbed Earl Hebner, and I don't know what he was going for. He's got to make sure he doesn't get disqualified. That could be -10. That could set him back so far in the point standings.
Well, I think he was just trying to tell Earl Hebner, you got to watch the Pope with a closed fist or, the loaded knee pad. You just got to watch it.
And there he pulls Earl Hebner right in front of him, and that gives him the opportunity. Oh, hang on a second.
7 points. Oh, I love it. What a genius. I told you, JB. There's my favorite from the Bound for Glory series, just like I said.
I don't know. You saw the look in his eyes there right after that pinfall, and you could tell. I'm with it. It looks like he got away with murder there. I mean, he really did pull Earl Hebner in front, and that was an obvious distraction, allowing him to take advantage of the situation and get the win. Wow, what a win for Magnus. Chalk it up, 7 points.
Brilliant. I love it.
Bound for Glory series. Unbelievable.